And Mr. Parker's now in.
Are the parties ready for exam?
Yes, Your Honor, if I may call my first witness.
Thank you. How many witnesses do you intend to call?
I anticipate one witness.
Okay.
I will state for the record, I have Detective Jamil present in the courtroom. He's standing in for another detective. I also have Officer Alchin present. People start by calling Danielle Parker. Do you have an objection to the prior conviction and can take judicial notice? This is from 15. Your Honor, I will start by asking the court to take judicial notice of the defendant's prior domestic violence conviction. This is from the 15th District Court. It entered on June 19th, 2019. He was convicted of domestic violence first offense, MCL 750.812.
Thank you. Any objection, Mr. Simon?
No, thank you.
You'll come in and I'll swear you in all the way up. You swear or affirm that the testimony that you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Be seated. And once you sit down, state your first and last name and spell both of them.
Danielle Parker, DANIELLEPARKER.
Thank you. Good morning.
May I inquire, Your Honor?
Please.
Thank you. Ms. Parker, are you familiar with someone by the name of Andre Parker?
Yes,
How do you know him?
we were married.
For how long were you married?
I got married 9 years.
Are you currently married to him? Who is Shay?
Shay's my older son.
Do you and Mr. Parker share any children in common?
Shay, 16, and Tyler.
Thank you. On October 3rd, 2023, were you and Mr. Parker in a romantic dating relationship?
No.
If you were to see Mr. Parker again, would you recognize him?
Yes.
Is he present in the courtroom today?
Yes.
Could you please tell us where he is and the color of shirt that he's wearing?
See it in the front of this desk right here, blue shirt, red tie.
Thank you. Your Honor, please let the record reflect that the witness has identified the defendant.
Will?
On October 3rd, 2023, did you come in contact with Mr. Parker?
Yes,
Could you please tell the judge where?
Skyline High School.
What was happening at Skyline High School that brought you there?
Our older son, Shay, had a soccer game.
Now, just to outline some of the dynamics, when you go to a soccer game and Mr. Parker is there, are the two of you near each other?
Sometimes.
On October 3rd, 2023, were you near each other?
Yes,
What was was there any conversation between the two of you?
yes.
How was it?
Just conversational. We were talking about things pertaining to our older son, Shay. Possibly having a conversation after the game together is what he had said to me, that he would like to speak to Shay, the three of us together.
Could you tell us what after the game conversation, what the topic of that would have been?
Our son had something going on personally with conversations with someone on his phone via social media. I'm not exactly sure the nature of what Andre wanted to discuss with me and Shay at that time. He did not say. I had assumed it was to do with Shay's situation that he was dealing with. At the time of the conversation after the game, the three of us stood there. He had asked Shay to turn off his passwords and his face recognition.
Like unlock his phone so somebody else could access it? Okay.
I was like standing there kind of like, what are we doing here? And then he told him to hand him his phone.
And then what happened?
Shay took his face recognition off and he started to hand over his phone. Andre then took it and I said, whoa, what are you doing? Why are you taking his phone? And he said, don't worry, dude, I'll give it back.
Can I interrupt here to ask a background question? Prior to this, after the game conversation with the phone, do you personally know whether or not the police were already involved in the phone situation?
Yes, I filed a police report at about 6 o'clock that very night.
Okay, I'm sorry for interrupting. So Shay is handing his phone over to the defendant and you say, hey, what's going on here? What happens next?
I said, you know, I'm like looking up at him. I said, what are you doing? He said, I'm taking his phone, and he's only addressing Shay really. He's like, don't worry, I'm not gonna go through your stuff. You know, you'll get it back. And I said, well, let me have it. Let me see it quick, right? So he's like, you know, scoffs at me. I said, give me the phone.
He scoffs at you, the defendant scoffs at you.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
Scoffs at me and I said, give me the phone. And then he started to walk off.
What happened next?
I started to go after him,
What does that mean, go after him?
walking quickly, about as quick as he was, walking next to him.
Are
to
you-
the side?
Are you saying anything?
Yeah, I'm
what-
yelling, give me the phone back. Yeah, I mean, if you want my exact words, give me the fucking phone back.
I don't believe, in the next time that language comes up, we won't use that. Yes, thank
Phone
you.
back,
Sure, thank you.
that is, and as he-
Actually, Your Honor, we prefer the instruction.
I say that word all the time and and I'm not proud of it, but I've heard it, I've used it, and I think for purposes of an accurate record in a case where emotions are high, I think using the actual words is probably important.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you for that permission.
give me the phone back over and over again. And then I started to switch and say, it's my phone.
Is it your phone?
Yes, I paid the bill, it's my phone.
Okay, please tell us what happened next.
It was dark because we're at the area of where if there's not proper above lighting, we are then like, the parking lot's a very big place. We're still, you know, I'm still, give me the phone. And he stops, turns to our son who was behind us, walking, he's yelling, Mom, Dad, stop, Mom, Dad, please. Mom, be quiet, Mom, stop, Dad, stop. And he turned to my son and said, get her away from me.
What happened next?
So I'm sorry.
That's okay.
So as he turned, I saw something in his hand. So I reached across him and grabbed it because I thought it was the phone and it was his keys.
When you was there a point that you realized it was his keys?
Yeah, well, my finger got caught in his computer. So I'm trying to get my hand out because he had squeezed it, I'm sure, to get me to not take them, you know?
So when you reach out, your hand touches keys. Are you trying to release and let go?
Yeah.
And what is the defendant doing?
Well, now it was actually pretty quick. I reached over, grabbed them, my finger was caught, and it hurt enough. And I tried to let go. And he had with his right arm, had the outside of this arm, and bent down and sunk his teeth, my entire forearm into his teeth, bit down continuously. And I'm like, you know, like, oh my God, I couldn't believe it. And I'm trying to get out of his grip with his teeth. And then somehow got me again on the back of my hand. And then,
It bit you again?
yeah.
When you say got you again, you mean
Yeah,
he
I'm
bit you
sorry.
again? That's okay.
And then, I was in total shock.
Before we go back through it, staying with the second bite, could you describe that?
I mean, it hurt, it didn't hurt as bad as the first. The first one was like, I just looked down, I cannot believe my entire forearm was able to fit in this mouth. The top and bottom, I was literally just in total shock.
And then the second bite, it did not last as long or
It didn't last as long and it didn't leave as bad a mark, but it was definitely injured enough. I couldn't make a fist. I couldn't use the whole lower part my whole right arm.
Let's talk about the injury. We'll come to the injury in just a moment. First, I want to go back through kind of the dynamics. When you reach out with your right arm yes,
Yes,
and you grab his keys or touch his keys and then try to release, which hand of his are you reaching toward?
his right.
His right. Then once your arm is extended, which of his hands does he use to grab onto your arm?
I think it's still the same hand that was holding the keys, but I don't remember.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. I know I told you I asked some silly questions, and thank you for letting me know you don't remember. When he bit down onto your arm the first time, is he facing you or is he sideways to you? How is that?
I had my body turned a little bit and I'm looking down at him. So my chest is facing him this way. He is directly here
On the outside of your arm.
on the outside of my arm.
So when he bites into your right forearm, he is coming at your forearm from where, like the side of where your pinky finger would be.
Yes,
Thank you for helping me understand that. To the injury. First, did you receive any medical treatment?
yes.
Where?
UVM hospital to the emergency room.
When did you go to the emergency room?
Directly after, I say maybe 10:30 I got there.
When you went to the emergency room, did you receive any medical treatment?
Tetanus shot, antibiotics, and cleaning of the wound because there was skin.
Let's first tell me what there's two separate wounds, two separate bite mark wounds.
There are separate bites. One of them broke skin.
Which of the two, first or second?
First,
Tell me what that looks like.
scar in my arm. I have a scar of this actual each individual.
Initially, tell me about the initial pain in that area.
Well, to be honest, the first few minutes, I didn't feel anything. And then when I got home and I got to look at myself and my arm was, I was in agony. It started to increase even as I was sitting in the emergency room. I was there for many hours and it just got worse.
After the emergency room, there was a point in your testimony earlier that I interrupted and I apologize. You were talking about trying to make a fist. Can you tell us about that?
Oh, well, when we needed to get in the car to drive, to put my car in, then I was like, oh, and then, I was like, oh, my arm hurts. This was immediately. My arm hurts. And then as I got home and I really started to, it just was clear I needed to go to the hospital.
After the hospital, though, did this arm pain continue?
Yes.
For how long?
Several weeks. I missed 2 days of work immediately following. I couldn't make a fist. I worked with my hands. I couldn't do it. Then going forward, I just started using my other hand, which I don't usually do because I can't. So I have to work. So I just kind of dealt with the pain, took my prescription and pain meds, Tylenol.
Afterward, was there any additional injury, any like follow-up bruising, anything like that, scabbing?
Yes, lots of bruising, scabbing. I took pictures of the bruises post. My arm was blue and then green for several weeks.
In the area of one of the bite marks or somewhere else?
Area of the bite mark, the two on my outer hand, the inside of my thumb and my pointer finger.
Your Honor, may I have one moment?
Sure.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. I have no further questions at this time. Thank you.
Ms. Parker, I'd like to kind of pick up toward the end about the medical treatment. Did you provide any of your medical treatment information to the police or the prosecutor? In other words, anything from the hospital, any documentation?
Well, since I filed the police report at the hospital, I thought they coincided.
Right. And just for the record,
The question is, did you give the police or the prosecutor anything?
Oh, no,
Okay. Next question.
okay. And Your Honor, for the record, I don't have any of that medical information. I don't believe the people do either. And so can I just ask the witness, you would allow the police to obtain that? You'd sign a release for that?
yes,
All right. And I would like to make that request at the end of the people to obtain that. I'd like to talk to you, if I understood the treatment you received included a tetanus shot.
yes,
So that you talked about getting your finger caught on a key ring.
yes.
Key ring was metal.
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Did it feel like metal as you were tugging on it,
I don't know.
as your finger was caught in it? As your finger was caught in it,
I don't know.
did it pierce your skin?
The key ring?
Yeah.
No,
Did you have any marking on your finger that got caught in that key ring?
I had bruises on my right index finger, yes.
To your knowledge, when you were being treated, did the medical staff ask you when the last time you had a tetanus shot was?
Yes,
And did you tell them it was over a period of time, longer than a number of years?
yes,
And did they explain to you that a tetanus shot is for metal entering the body, potential metal entering your body?
I don't remember.
Okay. Let's go now. I start at the end. I want to go back to the beginning. Let's go to the beginning. Isn't it true that in general terms, you and Mr. Parker were discussing that Shay was probably the victim of a crime?
She was a victim of a crime.
Right. Well, I'm sorry. I asked a bad question. When Ms. Hughes started the examination, she asked you a conversation between you and Mr. Parker concerning Shay. And that conversation was because you both believed that Shay was a victim of a crime. Is that true?
Yes,
And there was evidence of that crime. Essentially, you thought he was being extorted. Is that right?
yes,
And there was evidence of that on his telephone. Is that true?
yes,
Is it also true that you and Mr. Parker were actually getting along pretty well in co-parenting on this issue prior to this game?
on that issue,
Yeah.
I would say we did not have that much of a conversation about it.
All right. But did you tell that to the medical staff and I'm sorry, excise medical staff, pardon me, to the police who were taking your report? We're actually getting along pretty well on this issue. We're co-parenting pretty well. Tell it to the police?
No, I would not agree with that.
Okay. Did you you said you referenced the police report. You made that police report at the Ann Arbor Police Department. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
But they told you the jurisdiction probably would be in Ipsy, not Ann Arbor. Is that true?
Incorrect.
Is it true that you and Mr. Parker, Mr. Andre Parker, had a conversation that the phone needed to be taken to the Ypsilanti Police Department?
Incorrect.
Did he tell you that he was of that belief?
No.
So there was no discussion about taking the phone
It
to,
was a discussion, that wasn't the discussion.
what was the discussion, ma'am?
That I pay the cell phone bill. I live in Ann Arbor. The texting and the exchanges, therefore, are from Ann Arbor. So I filed a police report in Ann Arbor.
But
That
did
was the conversation.
But did Ann Arbor accept the report and said they were going to further an investigation or direct you
Yes.
elsewhere?
No.
To your knowledge, is there an open Ann Arbor investigation on that?
Yes. With a case number and a contact number to forward photos and any continued attempts.
Isn't it true that it was an agreed thing that Andre Parker was going to take the phone from Shay? Shay knew that too after the game?
No,
Isn't it true that the thing that upset you wasn't that Mr. Parker acquired Shay's phone, but rather that Shay gave him the method to unlock the phone?
no,
Did you specifically tell the police, look, I'm going to be honest with you. The thing that got me mad was when he unlocked the phone and he had the phone, he could see all the things I would say about him on my text messages to Shay.
not entirely.
Oh, did you tell that to the police?
That was part of a conversation, a very long conversation as a report. So to isolate and cherry pick, no.
I am isolating and cherry picking.
There was a whole conversation being had, so there's.
See if you can answer this question. See if you can answer this yes or no.
Let's
No,
stop right now. And instead of asking her if she can answer a question, please just ask a question.
Okay, so I was going to ask if she could answer that yes or no, but
can you repeat the question?
sure. Did you tell the police, look, the thing that got me upset was that when he had the phone and had it unlocked, he could look at the things I was saying about him in my messaging to Shay.
I used those words.
Thank you.
Those are not my own words, but those words were used.
Thank you. And is it true that you said on direct examination that Mr. Parker just kind of spontaneously said to you when he got the phone, don't worry, I won't go through your phone or through your stuff, excuse me.
He did not say that to me. He said that to Shay.
Okay,
He did not discuss with me procuring the phone at all whatsoever. That was not a part of our conversation ever.
do you believe, all right, thank you. You said that you started to go after Mr. Parker, and I want to break that down. He was walking away from you, true?
After he said, I don't need to do a damn thing you tell me, he started to walk to his car
I'm sorry, I don't recall that on direct exam. When did that happen?
when he took the phone.
Okay, so he started to walk away from you.
Mhm.
Is that a yes?
He took my phone and started to.
I wasn't picking on you. The needs to,
Yes.
thank you. You said you started to go after him. Would you,
Walking after him as if he was in front of me. I was walking behind him, after him.
is it true that as soon as he turned away with the phone, you were enraged?
Yeah, I was mad. This is our child. He
And-
took the phone during my parenting time, of which we just started, that I need him to have this device. So yes, I was upset because I paid for him to have a phone.
Okay, and isn't it true that you didn't just walk after him, you chased after him pretty aggressively? Is that true?
He's taller than me. He's 6 foot. I'm 5'5". I got to do a couple more steps. My look like that.
Okay, and then is it true that, to use a phrase, you got in his face, in other words, really close to him?
No,
Is it true you were yelling, not just give me my fucking phone back, but saying that repeatedly?
I said it over and over again because it is my phone.
And you were saying that as loud as you could say it. I'm imagining, is that accurate? Or close to as loud as you could say it?
No,
If a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the loudest, where would you put it?
5.
Okay. And is it also true that while you were saying that, you were trying to grab the phone or flail your arms trying to acquire?
There was the single attempt, the only attempt, the one of which I reached over him. My finger got caught. He grabbed my hand and bit me, is the only attempt in which I made to try and actually physically take my phone.
Is it, you had referenced that at one point Shay said, Mom, Dad, stop. Isn't it more accurate to say Shay was only directing his comments to you? Mom, stop.
No,
What was Mr. Parker doing? Well, strike that. Mr. Parker wasn't yelling back at you, was he?
no,
Mr. Parker wasn't speaking back to you, was he?
no, he never talked directly to me. So that's why I said we never had a conversation about the incident.
I'm talking about,
Talked at my son, not at me.
I apologize.
Present.
I apologize. I interrupted. I'm sorry. I'm talking about the sequence where you're saying, give me my fucking phone back. That sequence. He's not responding, is he?
He turned to Shay and said, Shay, get her away from me.
And that was after Shay said, Mom, stop.
Mom and Dad, stop.
Be-
Mom, stop. Dad, stop.
Okay, thanks. Mr. Parker wasn't gesturing at you, was he, at that time?
No,
Not speaking to
no.
you. When Mr. Parker said to Shay, keep her away from me, did you try to reach in Mr. Parker's pockets to try to get the phone?
Try and reach into his pocket? No.
Did you try to take the keys intentionally?
No,
Did you, when you realized they were keys, did you try to essentially hold them hostage? In other words, what I mean by that is so that he couldn't get in his car and leave.
no, my finger was caught in the key ring.
Did you afterwards tell Shay specifically that you held the keys kind of as ransom so he couldn't leave?
I never had the keys.
I'm sorry, did you tell Shay after this incident that you took the keys from Mr. Parker, kind of holding it as ransom so that he couldn't leave, trying to get the phone back?
No, I didn't.
Did you, strike that. Let me ask you about if was Mr. Parker saying anything about his keys when you were in the action of trying to pull your hand away from getting your finger caught in the key ring?
I don't recall him having said anything. He couldn't, my arm was in his mouth.
Okay, that was instantaneous. In other words, you get your finger caught and instantaneously he bit you?
Yes,
Isn't it true that you are actually kind of in a tug of war, and I'm making gestures for the record, like a back and forth, a seesaw kind of thing, over the keys before any
No.
biting? Did you tell the police that you were doing that?
I don't recall.
When you spoke to the police immediately afterward, you were being honest with them, yes? As honest as you could be?
Yes,
Okay. Ms. Hughes asked you if you recognize Mr. Parker here in court, in the courtroom. You also recognized him out in the hallway. Is that right?
I try not to make, I recognize him, yes.
Okay, what were you going to say? You're trying not to make?
No, nothing. Sorry, I misunderstood the question.
That's okay. Is it accurate to say that you tried to provoke Mr. Parker into some confrontations?
No,
Like, for example, today, did you confront him with some expletives in the hallway?
no,
You didn't say anything to him today?
no.
Did you say what kind of dick brings his son to the courthouse?
I said that to the hallway going the other way, looking for the bathroom.
Oh, so you said that to the hallway?
Yeah.
Okay. The about it. Well, how about a week later? Were you part of an attempt to have your boyfriend attack Mr. Parker?
Absolutely.
Were you present at another soccer game at Lincoln High School?
I was present at my son's game.
Yeah. After that game, were you walking with your son and your boyfriend?
I was walking with my son and my boyfriend.
After the game, going to the parking lot, were you walking with your son and Kenneth Banks?
I was walking with loosely, it was the end of the game.
And this was
We're going to the general direction of the car.
Shay, your son Shay?
This is my 16-year-old Shay.
Same son from the first soccer game about roughly a week earlier.
Another 16-year-old.
Okay. Same person, yes?
Yes.
And Mr. Andre Parker was walking to his car in a lot like kind of across the street. Is that true?
I don't know where he was.
Well, that's kind of what I want to ask you about. Did you and Shay, did Shay ask you, Mom, where is Kenneth going?
He did.
And did you say back to that, oh, he's just going to go say hi to your dad in
No.
a sarcastic voice?
No,
And then did you watch Mr. Kenneth Bank go across the street, chase down Mr. Parker and punch him in the back of the head?
I didn't see anything.
Were you a part of that, ma'am? Was that orchestrated? Did you send Mr. Banks to do that?
No,
Did you see if Mr. Banks struck Mr. Parker at any time
I
that
did
day?
not see anything. I wasn't present.
Did Shay run after and try to intervene?
Shay ran. I don't know what Shay did. I wasn't present.
Where you stayed right in the other parking lot?
I stayed out in my car.
After that incident, did you and Shay and Kenneth get in a car and go home or no?
No,
Was that the original plan for the three of you to go home?
Shay was in my parenting time.
So that would be yes?
The answer would be yes.
Okay. And that didn't happen?
No,
Why not?
Shay wanted to get a ride home with his friend.
Is it more accurate to say that other adults tried to offer Shay safe haven?
Objection, Your
I
Honor.
think that you're
Objection.
casting
Hold
some
on,
kind of something here.
hold on. Objection to speculation.
Your
She's
objection.
right.
What was the answer to the question?
I don't know.
Thank you. You're next.
I just think I have one more question. I just need to check something, please. Thank you. I don't have another question. Thank you.
Thank you. Any further questions?
Thank you.
Thank you for your testimony. You can step down.
Everyone just.
Yeah, thank you. Counsel, can I see you at the bench, please?
Go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ms. Hughes, do you have any further witnesses?
No, thank you.
Mr. Simon, do you have any witnesses?
I'm getting this requested.
Thank you. Thank you. Would you come forward, please? Sit down. Would you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony that you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Please be seated. Tell me your first and last names and spell both.
Shay Parker, SHEAPARKER.
How old are you?
16.
Thank you. Mr. Simon, you can proceed.
Mr. Parker, I'm going to just direct you to, October 3rd, 2023. Were you playing a soccer game on that day at Skyline High School in Ann Arbor?
Yes.
And this would be into the evening in the later hours. Would that be true?
Yes.
Prior to that game, had you some issues with your phone?
Yes.
Do you believe that did you either tell your parents or did your parents discover that you may have been the victim of a crime?
Yes.
And at first, tell me if this is true. At first, did you want to tell your parents about it? Try to handle it on your own? And then it got to a place where that became untenable?
Yes.
All right. Was there any arrangement about your phone regarding your father? And I'm talking about an arrangement of what was going to happen to your phone after the game.
Yes.
What was your understanding of that?
Objection to foundation. I don't know if we're about to speculate or hearsay. I just want a foundation.
How was that communicated to you?
I want to tell my parents. Like, my parents already knew about it, and I want to talk to them after the game about it.
Okay. And
I'm going to overrule the objections. The whole nature of this, it's not going to the truth or falsity of what happened, but what he told his parents and what the situation was between his parents.
At some point after the game, did your father ask for your phone?
Yes.
Did you believe that, did you have reason to believe that that was arranged, or did that catch you by surprise?
No, I talked to him before about me giving it to him.
What did you believe he was going to do with that phone?
Give it to the police.
Okay. Did you have a problem with that? Tell us what happened when your father asked for the phone.
I had taken my passcode off and I gave the phone to my dad.
Did he ask you to take the code off? Okay, then what happened?
Then I gave him the phone, and then my mom, standing a little bit further away, realized that I was giving him the phone, and she didn't want me to.
Okay, tell us what happened after that.
My mom started escalating. She started yelling and cursing, and my dad started to back away while he had the phone in his hand. And they started walking away from me, and I tried to follow them to try and keep them separated. They got close at one point, and I got in between them and told them to stop, tried to calm them down. My dad's still trying to like back away. My mom got in front of me, got into his face, and then at that point, I had given up and trying to de-escalate myself. They eventually walked away from me about 10 yards, and they got some physical contact on that. To me, my perspective, I didn't see what happened. But my mom dropped the armchair that she had around her, like a long fold-up chair. She dropped that. Continued to follow my dad while he's trying to walk to his car, and still yelling and cursing and following him. They kept getting further and further. So whatever they were saying, I did not hear.
Can I just back you up on just a couple of those bullet points? You used a phrase that I think we all understand, but I want you to describe. You said your mom got in your dad's face. Can you describe what that means?
Probably like a foot away, like looking up at him because he's taller, looking up and yelling at him, and yeah.
Was your mom or your dad, either one, at that point making any gestures with their hands or their arms?
To me, it looked like they were fighting over possession of the phone. So my mom reached in, eventually trying to grab the phone. My dad's turning away and backing away and still trying to walk away.
Did at any point your dad say words to the effect of get her away from me, referencing your mom?
Yes.
Did at any point you address your dad to stop any kind of behavior? Did at any point you address your mom to stop some behavior?
Yeah.
What were you telling your mom to stop?
What I said was to calm down, and he's not going to listen if you keep yelling at him.
After this incident, did you have a talk with your mom about what happened, like after everyone separated?
Yeah.
Did your mom tell you anything about keys, your father's keys?
Objection to hearsay.
This is going to go to the sequence of events, not for truth, and frankly, I think would be offered to impeach something that wasn't true. So therefore not hearsay.
Objections overruled.
Yes, we talked about, I told her what I saw, and then she said what happened herself. The stories, like, because it was her, obviously it was different. What she had told me was she was trying to get the phone from him, trying to stop him from going home with the phone. My dad had his keys in his hand. My mom was trying to grab the phone, but she got the keys instead. She told me that she grabbed the keys, was holding on to them. And then there had been some physical,
Did she say why she took the keys or held the keys? I'm sorry, your words were hold the keys.
just to keep him from leaving for the phone.
Leaving the premises, the soccer field. All right, I'm going to move you forward about a week, maybe as long as 10 days, and that's going to be the end of my questions. Did you have a soccer game at Lincoln High School approximately a week to 10 days later?
Yes.
Do you know somebody named Kenneth Banks?
Yes.
Who's Kenneth Banks?
My mom's boyfriend.
After the soccer game at Lincoln, were you and Mr. Banks and your mom together? Where were you going? And where was your father? Did he attend the game?
Yes, he was walking to his car that was in a separate parking lot.
So just to be clear on separate parking lots, the two parking lots, are they close to one another or are they separated by a good distance?
There may be a meter in the car.
All right. What happened on your way to your car?
I was walking to the car and I picked my head up and my mom and Kenny were talking. Kenny had turned away with like a look on his face. He started running. So I was concerned. I haven't seen him run. So I was concerned. I asked my mom like where he was going. And my mom said that he was going to go say hi to my dad.
So let me just stop you there. Would it be fair to say that that comment made you a little suspicious? Why?
Because I know that my dad and Kenny don't get along.
And how did your mom say the words, he's going to say hi to your dad?
In a way that there was going to be some conflict. Like I talked about it.
What did you do?
I had hesitated until my dad or Kenny had met up with my dad. And then I ran over to try and break it up.
Describe met up with your dad.
Well, they eventually got into a fight.
Let me ask it more accurately. Was Kenny running or walking? Was your dad walking or running?
Walking.
Was your dad's back to Kenny or was he facing Kenny?
His back was facing.
When Kenny reached your father, was your dad facing Kenny or was his back to Kenny?
His back was facing.
And what did you see Kenny do?
He pushed him from the back. I heard him yell something. And then I put my head down and just ran over.
Did you see any punches from?
I saw him throw one punch and my dad turned around.
Him being
My dad.
who I'm saying, who threw that punch? I'm sorry. Kenny threw the punch. I'm just trying to make sure I understood you. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. Please clarify. Are you saying that Kenny threw one punch at your dad when your dad turned around?
Yes.
All right. Did you see your dad throw any punches? You have to have a word with that.
No.
Okay. I don't have any further questions for you, Ms. Hughes. May I have some?
Any questions for this witness, Ms. Hughes?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Your first name is Shay.
Yeah.
Can I call you Shay?
Yeah.
So I'm the prosecutor on this case. I'm not trying to trick you. If I ask you anything that is just wrong or doesn't make any sense, please ask me to help you through it. I'll rephrase my questions, things like that. Okay, thank you. I want to go back in time through some of the testimony that you provided with Mr. Simon. I'm at before your mom drops the chair that's on her shoulder. Is that fair? You know where I'm at? Okay. You testified with Mr. Simon that before she dropped the chair, you said, I told them to stop. Do you remember saying that? Fair to say that the word them means mom and dad?
Yes.
Thank you. I'm going to move now way forward in your testimony. You provided testimony with Mr. Simon about your conversation with your mom after these events. Do you remember that? You said, you used the words, and then there was some physical. I think I understand this to mean that your mom is telling you that something happened, right? Did you actually see your dad bite your mom? Okay, thank you. In the information that your mom provided you, she did not tell you that at any point she hit your dad, right?
No.
And she did not tell you that at any point she bit your dad, right? Or that at any point she tried to do those things to him. Thank you. And to be very, very clear for the record, your dad is Andre Parker, correct? And he's present here in the courtroom today. Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Your mom and dad live in different houses, right?
Yes.
Which one do you live in more often?
It's 50-50.
Okay.
We switch every Monday.
Thank you. Anything further from either of you?
Thank you. I'm sorry, Your Honor. Nothing else. Thank you.
Thank you for your testimony. Step down. Any further witnesses, Mr. Simon?
No.
Ms. Hughes, do you have any rebuttal?
No additional witnesses. Thank you.
Thank you. Any motions?
At this time, the people would motion to bind over as written.
Your Honor, obviously, I opposed a bind over motion for the record, but there's one particular part of this that I want to expand on other than a general objection. That's the element of serious injury. Neither people gave me what they have. So when I say this, I don't think they were keeping anything from me, but I don't have anything on injury in terms of medical treatment or the need for medical treatment. I also don't have the record, I think, although words were communicated, I don't know is sufficient to satisfy that element. Now, the treatment of a tetanus shot and an antibiotic, I don't know that we've attributed that to the bite. And pardon me. And again, I'm no doctor, but a tetanus shot, my understanding, is for metal treatment of the invasion of metal into the body. So I don't have that yet. I'm looking forward to that. And I'm going to formally request that the people obtain those medicals and provide them to defense.
Oddly enough, I mentioned earlier, I was on vacation this weekend. I spent time with my family and they always ask how I like my job. And one of the things I always tell people about being a district judge is one of the really cool things about being a district judge is you don't have to deal with divorces. You don't have to deal with child custody issues. I still feel that way because having dealt with it, all the toxicity, the hostility, the antipathy that comes out in these situations is hard to handle. And out of all of that, I have to sort out what the allegations are in this case, and they are this. The testimony from Danielle. Sometimes I can't read my own writing. Yes, Danielle Parker was that she's married to the defendant, had been married. They are currently divorced. They have 2 children in common. That the 2 of them met up on October 3rd, 2023, while attending a soccer game at Skyline High School, which is in the city limits of Ann Arbor in Washtenaw County. While there, they had a parenting issue to discuss between the 2 of them, whatever the issue was, involved getting his cell phone, getting it in the hands of the police because it needed to be examined to determine if there was a crime committed against him. They reached a disagreement early on about who was going to do what with the cell phone. The defendant got his son to give him the cell phone, asked for the passwords or whatever unlocking had to be done in order to look at the cell phone. Ms. Parker became upset, wanted the cell phone back. Her testimony is because she wanted to be the one to turn in the cell phone, or she didn't like the dismissive attitude that she believed that the defendant was taking toward her. Whatever the reason was, it was her claim that this cell phone actually was hers as the parent, as the one who provided it, as the one who's paying the bills for it, as the one who has at least 50% custody of her child. The disagreement turned into a physical disagreement where her testimony is that she was reaching for the cell phone and instead got a hold of his keys, at which point the testimony is that he then bit her hard on her forearm in order to get her to release from the keys. Shay, the 16-year-old, testified that he really didn't see the physical altercation part of this. He was absolutely aware of the disagreement between his parents as to who wanted the phone and when they wanted the phone. He also gave some testimony that contradicts or conflicts with the testimony that his mother gave today during this hearing. In making a determination on probable cause, the court cannot or does not have the authority to resolve those conflicts, and only if the court found that the testimony given by any witness was so incredible as to be totally disbelieved, could the court just disregard testimony that was given by a witness. Court finds that neither witness reached that level of incredibility, and so the court will accept the testimony both of Danielle Parker and of Shay Parker. As to the seriousness of the injury, the court will find that, again, based upon the testimony of Ms. Parker, that she took herself to the hospital to have this matter treated. A human bite opening up skin, I believe to be a serious injury. And so the court will find that based upon Ms. Parker's testimony, based upon the treatment that she received at the hospital, and based upon the earlier judicial notice of the prior conviction for domestic violence in the 15th District Court, the court will bind the matter over to circuit court on the charge contained in the complaint warrant. Mr. Simon, do you acknowledge receipt of the information?
Yes, and waive its formal reading.
How does your client wish to plead?
Stand mute, Your Honor.
Court will enter a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf. This is going to Judge Slay from Judge Brown's docket. I'm not sure what that.
The day of the week. I know what it means.
Yeah. So that's
Thursday.
should be.
Or is that Wednesday? Thursday.
It's an out of custody date. December 28th, 2023 at 1:30 in person before Judge Slay. Mr. Simon, you're requesting a copy of the transcript.
Thank you. Yes.
The bond in this matter is previously established at $5,000 personal recognizance. Does either side wish to address bond?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Bond will continue. Thank you very much. You have it.